want to see my boy. So we're going to watch this real quick.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Visit betterhelp.com/Padilla because sometimes existing is exhausting. My name's Anthony Padilla, and today I'll be
He just
spending
comes
the day
right
with
through the ceiling,
Nuxtaku,
damn.
the popular and infamous faceless creator and VTuber, to uncover the truth about what Nux has endured to remain faceless, what getting doxxed and raided
I have
by
no
SWAT
idea
has taught him about privacy, and the infuriating
where I
story
should put my
how
face.
YouTube owed him over $1 million. By the end of this video, we'll find out if entertaining millions of subscribers has been a wholly rewarding experience as Nux reaps all the benefits of stardom while remaining completely unidentifiable, or if his fame has come with struggles and hardship more cruel than anyone could ever imagine.
More cruel than anyone. This is so sad.
Now, I know this isn't how I normally start my videos, but today is very
What the hell?
special.
That's him?
Come on out here, Nux.
Yo, thank you for having me.
This is how people are used to seeing you, right?
Yeah, this is my normal incorporeal form that I use.
But
There.
today is a little bit different. Shall we?
Is there
I
a
didn't know
prompt to walk
Anthony
on?
had a VTuber form. That's interesting.
Hello,
Hello.
Nux.
They literally put his face over that. That's hilarious.
You are in person for the first time ever. You've never been on camera before.
Ever. It's pretty crazy.
Body reveal.
Yeah.
You've been
Real
completely
person.
anonymous and unidentifiable for your entire career?
Unidentifiable depends on the individuals that catch me laughing in the street and they're like, I recognize that
All
evil
right,
laugh.
I
What
guess
does that
let's
sound like?
start off with a bang
What's the
tonight. How
Pokemon
about
that
some
Rhyhorn
Asian
evolves
comedy
into?
by Jimmy
Whoa,
O'Neill?
this isn't
Right,
sell out Saturday or Me Monday. This is literally just us
Are you,
looking
like,
at videos.
avoiding like,
Thank you,
using your
Lion
real
Guard, though.
voice out in public?
I just want to make that clear.
Maybe I should.
We're just
but
kind of
no, I
watching
don't.
whatever
You
today,
just talk
okay?
completely like your
I
voice
do.
is so recognizable too.
People did catch me on my voice. Like I was on a
Yeah.
street corner with a friend and I was laughing and some guy just like whips around. He's like, that laugh. I know that laugh. I know that laugh.
And what'd
Yeah,
you say?
that's
No,
the
you're not
Nuxtaku.
But they actually, you know, they caught me like dead on.
Were they trying to take a picture with you?
They did not.
Did they try to take a picture of you?
They did not.
Respect.
My fans are so cool. I did a convention once and I had like a panel. I asked them in the panel, please don't post any pictures. And no one posted any pictures.
Do you know how many people follow
Yeah.
you then?
200,000?
I don't think many people could get away with that.
I wouldn't do it again.
What are you revealing today?
Because you invited me.
Wouldn't do it
Oh my
again.
God.
God, Anthony Padilla,
That's all it
the
took.
creator of legendary songs like Assassin's Creed rap.
The other day, I was like,
All
hey, if you ever want to come out and do
I
like,
didn't
an
know he
in-person
actually
thing, I know
had
it's
like
probably,
a VTuber.
way beyond your comfort zone, like that's totally cool. But if you ever want to, and I expected, you know, maybe 6
It's
months.
a
from
really
now,
well-edited
you'd be like,
video.
Maybe, but then literally
And I
the
think
next
he
day,
just
you're like,
filmed
I'm
this,
down,
like,
let's do it Monday, go.
I'm
2
a
weeks
spontaneous
ago.
Man, you messaged me and I was like, oh, if I'm ever in LA, that would be great.
So that was
And I
pretty
just
quick
called my friend,
turnaround.
I'm like, hey, you want to go to LA this weekend? Hey, you were also offering me these amazing slippers.
We purchased these beautiful slippers for Mr. Nuxtaku because I don't think anyone would recognize you without them.
That's true. This is my defining feature, I'd say.
Yeah, yes, of course, the slippers.
Have you always been faceless?
I have. I never even like had like a Facebook profile picture.
Do you plan to ever face reveal?
I do not.
Have you ever had anyone like offer you money or try to bribe you or anything?
Yeah, I get the, if I become your, you know, $2,000 a month Patreon, will you like show me your face?
How much would someone have to offer?
If it's less than $1 million,
$1 million?
yeah, if it's
A
less than
million?
You're telling me I got $1 million worth of value sitting right here in front of me.
well, you'll
for
get
free.
$1 million worth of value if you dox me, which I really hope you don't.
Cool.
but-
Well, my DMs are open.
Oh!
Have you ever
Okay.
been tempted to just reveal
Damn.
your face?
No, because I really don't want the real life clout. I like living my private life.
I think that's kind of cool that you get to
The
keep
real
these
life
two
clout?
separate worlds.
To be fair, I
completely
never
separate.
really
It
had
almost
any
feels like the internet
issue
isn't real
like
with
moving around.
While I'm doing the internet thing, I feel like my real life isn't real. That's why it's weird.
For me, everything's always
Huh.
meshed all the time. Someone says something
Yeah.
about me online. Sometimes I'm like, wait, and I have to like reflect. Does that mean I'm this thing? Do they think I'm? And it's like it's
It
always
is kind of weird.
meshed.
Being an internet
Constantly.
personality
I've been very
comes
good
with a
at
lot of like
disassociating.
interesting
like, I hear
things about it.
YouTubers talking about like hate comments and how they get to them.
Yeah.
I know that people think I'm kidding when I say it doesn't get to me. It really doesn't get to me.
What's your biggest reason for keeping your identity hidden?
I was brought up Jewish Orthodox. I love the community and they're super
Oh.
accepting of people in general. But as far as the internet lifestyle, it's a little sus. They're not anti it per se, but someone that they know in the community, it would be looked down upon. At this point, I don't really care about my personal friends knowing who I am, and I
Okay.
don't want like my privacy leaked for you know, reasons that I think would be obvious to
Interesting.
anyone.
Hey,
How do you think
Noble,
your
I'm
content
gonna
benefits
start
from
nursing
using
school
it?
soon and I won't be able to come and watch as much as I can, but
That's okay,
I will
Chubba.
always keep loving you and supporting you.
The Chubba, that's okay. Yo, being a nurse, helping out the world, that's pretty fucking big. Thanks, Chubba. Thank you so much. I hope your fucking future goes out well, man. That's pretty pog.
So after 3
Oh.
new pulls, here is who we have added. Thoma. Yan Fei. C3 Sayu. Oh, and I got Utoa. At level
Utoa?
21 I am about to do some nasty damage. Doi hyper.
Level 21. I mean, level 21 is level 21, though. But, I mean, all right, dude. That sounds pretty pog, Triniac.
I think I could push the boundary more, just doing
That's
what
pretty
I
good
do
for
without
310
needing to
pulls, I
worry
would
about
say. I would assume you
repercussions
did.
in my personal life.
Because
I don't wanna
there's
insult
4
the
characters
TikToker and then
there.
all the high schools
So
in
it's
the
gotta be
city
10
are-
pulls.
They want to stone me.
Now you can insult TikTokers all you want with no repercussions.
Exactly.
Well, he's a TikToker now,
Is there
too,
any
isn't he?
fear that someone in your real life will accidentally leak your info online?
I guess that fear exists. I've been doing this for like 5 years, so I have made new friends over these 5 years that I
Yeah.
have, I guess, revealed. But the friends that I make in real life, they know me first and Nuxtaku second.
Have there been
Oh.
moments that have been taxing to maintain these two separate identities?
Yes, there have. General conversations. Oh, hey, what do you do? I work with advertising online.
Is that what you said?
I change the story up, you know. I have to keep it interesting for myself.
What about first dates? Do you tell them immediately
Oh,
when you
first
meet them,
dates.
hello, I am Nuxtaku?
I don't think he even
You're
dates.
the first streamer that got my name right. Doi 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 dab doi dab.
The Chubba? How would you get that wrong? You even have the underscore to actually, you know, be able to read it. How do you mess that up? Thanks, the Chubba. Booty slaps to you, man. Thank you so much for the extra 1,000 bits.
Like, you know, I work with influencers.
How do you
If
mess that
date
up?
ends up being a multi-date situation,
Then I definitely bring it up.
how do you broach that
Ah.
subject?
I usually just show my channel eventually. I'm like, oh yeah, speaking of, I actually just did this crazy video. It's not like a
I'm doing
you
okay.
know, bring your parents over
Yeah.
and I have to.
So he
reveal
is
the
dating.
news.
So how do they react when they find out that you are world-renowned Nuxtaku?
Usually positively, because I mean, hey, it's a really cool thing, and I'll only show it to them if I actually like them and they like me.
Does any part of you fear that your face or what you look like wouldn't hold up to what people expect you to look like?
I'm a pretty self-confident fellow, but again, I don't think anyone's expectations will be met because
You know,
it
I
will
met
never be
this
the
man
avatar that they're
IRL.
used to.
What the f does Nuxtaku mean?
I just
Otaku
wish
comes
I
from
remembered.
Otaku, because
Yeah.
my channel started as an anime thing. Nux, I wanted a short word that sounded cool.
And Nux kind of
Yeah, that makes sense, Target.
These Nux?
Was that in the thought process?
Not at all, but I've heard it so many times.
These Nux. Wow, okay.
How long have you been creating as Nuxtaku?
About 5 years.
What was the first thing you ever made that blew up?
I never really had a banger hit. It was just a really slow growth process for
Yeah.
a long time. I went to it with zero expectations because I purely did it as a
It was
hobby.
yeah,
Like, I know a lot of
YouTube's a
people now are
very
getting
slow
started, they're
grind
like, well, I'm
nowadays.
gonna start, I'm gonna get
Getting like
millions of
viral
subscribers,
videos just doesn't
bitches,
happen.
money,
Cars,
cars,
big houses.
houses
Moves to
in
LA.
LA, collab with Logan Paul.
What's up,
That's
Ninja?
the dream. But I didn't go into it with any of that mindset.
It's my
I just
favorite
kinda wanted
game,
to
Skies
talk
of
about
Arcadia.
things I liked online. I used to think, hey, if I could hit
Well, I guess I do play a lot of
10,000
Genshin now,
subscribers,
so
that
I
would be
don't know.
insane.
And then here you are now with over 2 million followers.
Yeah, it's crazy. The idea of it becoming a career was so foreign to me when I was doing it.
Has your mentality changed at all now that it's grown from a hobby into something that is your livelihood?
On the one hand, I think people underplay how much work goes into it. On
Yeah.
the other hand, people expect that you're working harder than you are. Like, most of what I do could be done like on my phone on the go.
But you have to constantly be thinking about it.
That's the issue. Thinking about the work all the time, every day.
The thing that many
Yeah.
people don't anticipate, myself included, is that now it is on your mind always.
It's both the most stressful and best job in the world.
Yeah, you know, you
What
got
was
to
your
have
life
that
like before
expectation
you-
of what you got to
I don't
do.
know, I didn't
It's
feel like
rough
I
out
was
there. Love the new
accomplishing
video. I'm
everything
glad you
before.
liked it.
At the end of high school, I got pretty depressed. I wasn't happy with myself. I wasn't satisfied with myself. My parents both wanted me to become a doctor, which did not happen.
Were you planning, or like were
I
you about to go to
was.
school to do that?
Yeah.
Was that because you wanted to, you know, save people's lives and be a great person, or was it
No
mostly,
offense, sick people out there.
or was it because your
Yeah,
parents
expected it.
kind of wanted
yeah.
that for you?
Well,
That's
again, I
usually how it
needed
always
to do
goes.
Something to make a living, and
Yeah.
my parents wanted me to do that. So I was like, well, hey, 20 years of school. What's the worst thing?
That
could-
sounds great.
Yeah. So I was gonna do it, but I'm very grateful that I don't need to.
So then you started making money on YouTube, and then that's how you knew, don't got to become a doctor anymore.
I ran into little weird money issues with YouTube because it's YouTube and nothing on
Yeah.
YouTube ever goes well. The way YouTube works is you need a certain amount of subscribers and watch time and stuff
Yeah.
until you can apply for monetization. When I was finally able to monetize that video, I was on vacation in Israel. So when I put in all the info, they're like, oh, okay, please add an Israeli bank account to your YouTube channel. We'll start sending you money. And I'm not an Israeli citizen, so I don't have an Israeli bank account. And it was months of me like working with YouTube reps, trying to get them to fix it. And nothing ever came of it. I had to go back to Israel to make myself a bank account there so they could transfer money. At that point, all my earnings in total of YouTube was like
Locked.
$250,000 or 1,000,000 shekels.
You were a millionaire in Israel.
They
A
transferred
million
all of that money to
shekels.
the Israeli bank account, which then promptly got frozen because they thought I was laundering money. Since I monetized my channel there, they just assumed that it was an Israeli channel. This was a 4-year process. And then over
Dear
the next
God.
few years, I'm amassing more money that they owed me in the AdSense that they couldn't send me because I don't have an open Israeli bank account. Eventually, like there was over $1 million there before
US dollars.
US dollars, before I actually got paid.
Did you eventually get any of that money out?
Yes.
Any of it?
Thankfully, I worked with Charlie, Moist Critical, and he has
Yeah.
a group that has contact with YouTube. They opened a different AdSense under a different name. They were able to transfer the funds somehow and delete this one and then transfer that to my name
You were able to get a whole million out.
and just plunk into my bank account. And my accountant was very happy.
Your account was
He
very
was the
happy.
first person that told me. I didn't know it worked until I got a message from my accountant basically saying, like, what just happened? I don't know, is
Mr.
this a
Nux,
mistake?
you are a millionaire now.
Yeah.
So I guess the moral of the story is, don't open an AdSense account unless you are in your homeland.
Yes.
You are known for pushing
finally
the
did
limits of what is acceptable on YouTube.
Congratulations,
Before we
Mr.
continue
Dukes.
learning about the world of Nuxtaku,
It was a lot of banging. And it was like 2 in the morning.
did you know at that moment I'm being swatted?
Yeah.
I would sincerely like to thank Purple for sponsoring this episode. That's right, baby. We
Wait,
got
now we're
Purple
going
here
with
today.
Purple?
Purple mattresses and pillows provide incredible comfort in my head and makes me feel like a plane of existence. And right now, you'll for promo codes and
Oh my
the
God,
best
he's
one
got
that
like 2 minutes of
ranging from
sponsors.
tech to pod, and also support
Oh
this
my
series
God, 3
with
minutes
honey
of
for free at
sponsors.
joinhoney.com/Padilla. Again, it's free, and if you in this series. Now, back to
My
the world.
word, that's so many sponsors.
You are known for pushing the limits of what
Wolf,
is acceptable
thank you so
on
much
YouTube.
for the 3 booty slaps
You are
to you.
constantly
Wait, thank
An
you.
alcoholic
demonetized?
anonymous thanks for the 6
it's not
months.
as bad
Booty
these
slaps
days,
to
but
you.
yeah,
Thank
it
you.
happens.
somewhat
Oh,
frequently.
I'm glad you're
age-gated.
comfy.
It happens.
Do you have any fear now of losing money on these things or being shadow banned or something?
So a lot of people say that, oh yeah, monetarily it must be rough, but I've been doing YouTube for 4 years without getting paid.
True.
Like I've been working at a loss.
So that just kind of adds to your I don't give a fuckism.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm very passionate about the videos I make, and I feel like that produces the best content.
You have found yourself in a few controversies.
I made a music video parody of Billie Eilish's Bad Guy. You know, when the Twitch
Yeah.
hot tub meta was going on, all the top streamers were female streamers in hot tubs wearing nothing. And I made a music video parody, Twitch is hentai. So I meant it to say, it's kind of rude that you have all these female streamers that are trying to produce regular content,
Yeah.
and they get hate because anyone that's streaming on Twitch, any female on Twitch is a Twitch thought.
And that's just the general idea that some people have.
So I made this song, and people were like, this guy's a misogynist because he's talking about women just showing their butt. And it was just like totally taken out of context. If you listen to the whole song, you know what it's supposed to mean.
Yeah.
But if you just take like the little
Right.
little clips that were floating around on
Well,
Twitter.
that's all people really want, to be told
Yeah.
how to feel. And many of those people that were upset probably
Ah, yes,
only
classic
heard the little
Twitterism.
tiny clip and were probably saw on there, this guy said this thing and he means this thing,
Right.
and then that's
that
enough.
just warps your mind, and that's it. You
Yeah.
don't need to go do
Out of
further
context.
investigation.
That's
If
what
I
they
have
love
one
to
tip
do.
For the entire internet, this is for you and you watching over Yu's shoulder,
Oh,
ask yourself,
that's you,
was
chat.
there more context?
He knew you were
Context?
there.
On the internet?
What do
Was
you
there
know?
nuance?
Thanks,
Nuance
Mr.
on the
Evan, for the
internet?
party of 3.
Another
Hope you had a
fun
fantastic
controversy
stream.
I've been in it's been come to known as the interspecies reviewers drama.
Interspecies reviewers.
Indeed, there's an
Was
anime
it really
came
that
out
much
a couple of
drama?
years ago called Interspecies Reviewers, which it was a pretty raunchy one to the point that Funimation dropped it from
Just
getting
dropped
a
the
dub.
show,
Too
yeah.
close to hentai?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah, it was pretty close to
I
hentai,
thought
yeah.
that- how could you do that to Interspecies Reviewers? It's a comedic masterpiece of the modern era. So I urged my followers to please go rate it a 10 out of 10 on my anime list. Surprisingly enough people did it to bump it up to the #1 most rated anime of all time on my anime list. They were very upset about this because it passed like Attack on Titan and all the other big like
Yeah.
it was literally #1. It was really funny. My anime list
Yeah.
didn't think so. They sent me legal repercussions.
What?
Like people hated that I vote brigaded. If you look up vote brigading on
Yeah.
Wikipedia,
Yeah?
the most recent example is my interspecies review. It's
That is
Okay.
impressive.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you, vote brigading. Yeah, who the
Fifi
fuck?
asks,
They're so like,
No!
wait,
Where
Fifi.
did you hide her JoJo sports bra?
And I knew you were gonna bring it up. I don't know Fifi.
The truth comes out.
She just follows me on Twitter. I've never even spoken to her before.
You can't see behind the avatar.
Bullshit.
That's over Nux's face. There are some the faces are. I will mimic them.
That's pretty good, I guess. It didn't go for
Like-
that long. Stop.
There are tons of rumors that you guys are secretly dating.
Those are all false.
Those are
They're
all false?
propaganda.
Not actually dating?
propaganda. He's literally
Despite
fueling it
being
himself.
Completely anonymous. You have been doxxed.
I was live streaming, and in
Yeah.
the middle of that stream, I got swatted. Things are going swimmingly. I hear banging on the door. I gotta go. Goodbye, guys. Turned off
And
the
just
stream.
because you didn't know who it was, you're just like, someone's here.
It was a lot of banging. And it was like 2 in the morning.
Did you know at that moment
Wow.
I'm being swatted?
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Did you shit yourself?
No.
I would have shit myself. Like a lot.
Okay, I might have.
You
Yeah. I'd be like a little bit worried.
Hey. You should smile more. Looks great on you.
Thanks, Almond Nut. Thank you so much. I hope you're nutting too, my friend. No Nut November. Booty slaps to you. Looks great on you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, Almond. I really appreciate that.
Door.
Bruh.
One stayed with me. The other one checked the premises. I explained to them like, oh,
Hey,
I was
man.
streaming. I showed them my mic.
That's what we
That's how
do.
you know
I was
someone's
like,
You
it
know?
has a pop filter.
That's how you know that it was all kosher.
Exactly.
Just
Well
being a
put,
bro
man.
out here.
I
Just
tried to-
keep
I tried
nutting,
to slip
homie.
one.
That was good. I like that.
Keep being that
they left me
nut.
alone. Technically, those cops got my first involuntary face reveal. Crazy, right?
#1 cop sans. Okay, cool.
What do you think the biggest misconception about you is?
People think that just because I'm an asshole online sometimes,
Yeah.
they think that I'm evil in real life. When in actuality, I am the nicest, most humble
Very humble.
person you've
Oh
ever
yeah.
met.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
honestly, you are so nice. So
Just let that. Where do you think
respectful,
almond milk comes
charming,
from?
but I don't really think that you're an asshole.
Yeah, yeah. he's-
In your videos either, you're just unabashedly yourself.
I think that
just
I'm like
the
that
nuts,
in real
man.
life as well.
I mean,
You gotta
you're
milk them. They got
blunt,
like
which
little.
some
They got
people
little
wanna say that
nipples.
means
You
that
gotta.
you're
You gotta milk the almonds.
nice,
Yeah.
but you're not a rude blunt. You're like a nice blunt that I wouldn't mind smoking.
Oh,
A nice
that's
blunt?
the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
All right, you got 5 seconds to shout out or promote anything you want directly into that camera. Even though your face can't be seen, you should still look into it.
Follow me everywhere on YouTube. I'm known as
At
Dream. I
Dream
play
for Minecraft
I'm
content.
Huge there. It's great.
Wow.
He's a beautiful man. I love this
Me?
dude.
This is about you.
He's
At
amazing.
Dream.
Subscribe and stuff.
This is about you.
Subscribe to me too.
Well, there you have it. I spent
Damn.
it with Nuxtaku, and I feel like I better understand the importance of separating your online identity from your offline one. And how
Interesting.
incredibly blown out of proportion anything on the internet can get when it's reduced down to a headline or taken
He
out
did
of
tell me
context,
about
which it so
his
frequently does.
$1 million
And I
floating
find
around in his
Nux's
Israeli
passion for
bank
creating
because he was on
and
vacation
entertaining
and that
just
whole situation. I thought that was
absolutely
hilarious. So I'm glad he finally got that sorted out too. Although he did tell me he did.
Are you
So-
confident in your rap skills?
Yeah.
Do you want to show me an example?
Sure.
Rap skills.
You do the
Deep
beat. I'll do the rap.
bass.
Oh God, that's too good. How many fools have I killed today?
What?
How
Hey.
many fools can I kill today?
Too many to count, don't get in
my way. Shoot a mofo in a row with my
Yes.
bow. Tomahawk chop is my death blow. Tomahawk, tomahawk,
Of course, it's the greatest song of the modern era.
tomahawk.
What?
I agree.
Don't get
So
copyrighted.
I will probably get copyright striked for singing those lyrics. I do not own rights to that anymore.
Damn it!
Believe it or
Define
not.
media.
Damn, that's rough, man. That's rough. He doesn't own any of that. What an interesting video. Was not expecting that. I was not expecting that whatsoever. To see a Nux in there with ex-K-pop idols with viral meme stars. Face reveal. Wow. I like how it says faceless reveal. Obviously, I guess you get to see his body, which is something.